Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to.
So what new targets have you set for yourself now that you're at 60?
So for me, it is that number one, I'm going to have to try and learn new things, deliberately so. And when I say learn new things, I'm talking professionally. I'm hoping to be able to start new business. Well, I've already embarked on those business endeavors, but I need to be a lot more engaged and immersed in that endeavor as a new way of professional fulfillment. You know, this has to do with everything that has to do with production. It's always been part of me, but that's the kind of thing that I think will give me joy retiring to. So, doing production, TV productions, film productions, commercials, documentaries, and all of that stuff. That's number one. Number two is, again, I used to be able to read a lot. I think at some point that maybe I overdid it. And then in overdoing it and stepping back, I've also stepped back too much. So at 60, I want to go back to reading. I'm reading more conscientiously and more voraciously than I used to do, because what that also helps to do is to be able to exercise one's brain matter, so to say. I intend to do that a great deal. Number three is that I don't believe in retirement, in that sense of, the way we see things, say, from people who are in the public space, or public service. Once the 60, they retire. I don't believe in it, because I think, again, from my own personal observation, many times when people retire that way, they go into some kind of hibernation, and many times they just atrophy, and they don't get the love from life anymore. So for me, yes, I plan to slow down. Yes, I plan to do things that give me a lot more interest and joy now. But I'm not going to retire at 60. No. Because, like I said, studies have shown that, in fact, your most productive years now is actually between 60 and 80, all things being equal, including taking it for granted that you are in fairly good health. So 60 is the new 40, like I said. In actual fact, in places like China, what they do now is, at 60, they want to be able to harvest and harness your experiences maybe over your 30, 35-year period of professional exposure, and then see how you can use that to mentor younger people, and also by extension learn new things from these younger people. So you don't get the best of life in a manner of speaking, because one, you are being educated, you are being enlightened, and two, you're also sharing from your own experience and deepening your own connection and competencies. So those are the things I intend to do. Maybe also more than any other thing is actually consciously cultivate more relationships. Consciously cultivate more relationships, especially with family, with some crop of friends, and also on the professional sphere. So those are the things I'd like to do.
What would you say has been the greatest lesson that life has taught you at 60?
Frankly, the greatest lesson will be that relationships matter. Relationships matter, no matter what you do, what you say. And this is something that I preach even professionally. I tell my younger colleagues, never be transactional about business. All right. Always seek first and foremost to create value, and from that value, always seek to build trust, loyalty, responsibility that is not tied to pecuniary gains or interests or material things. So when you build relationships, what I discover is that people tend to trust you more, people tend to rely on you more, and vice versa. People tend to go out of their way to make things happen for you. So the thing is always, how do you rise above the clutter, above the greed, above the self-serving attitude that generally permeates in the society today. And be selfless in how you reach out to people, not because of what you can get from them, but because you really can be a positive influence on them through the value of the relationship that you build. So those are the things for me. So that's the most important thing. If you realize that as you grow older, your circle of friends reduces. As you grow older, even your children will leave. They will leave the house. If you are lucky, it's just you and your spouse that will remain. So then you start understanding how valuable friendship is, how valuable relationships are. So when I talk about relationship, frankly, the core and the foundation should start with your family, your nuclear family, and then your extended family. When we talk about relationship, there must be those friends that you have that you're able to relate no matter the time of day. And what this means is that it doesn't need to cut across. I mean, in actual fact, some people recommend that as you grow older, you must intentionally build relationships with much younger people rather than with older people, because they form the generation. And it's of that generation that you learn new vistas of life and you new images about what's going on. You can only learn that from people who are much younger. So I think for me, it's really that relationship is the most important thing at any point in time in life. There are many times when maybe through because of the journey of life, we take relationships for granted. Most often than not, our family. We are never there when it matters because we are busy pursuing one thing or the other. And that's where, that's the sad part. If unfortunately you do not have an opportunity to remedy the situation, and by the time you want to remedy the situation, you discover that the time is past spent. You are never really there when your children were growing up, the vital times that you needed to be part of their growing, being in school with them, school activities, school functions, being with them at the different milestones of life. When you look back, you then discover that yes, you've been on a journey, but you have never been in the journey. You have been part of the journey without really being in the journey and enjoying the process of life's evolution. So, my counsel is always that it's never too late to build relationships, to make sure that we are conscious about the quality of relationship that we build, being part of the lives of people that matter, going out of our way to celebrate the people, their milestones, going out of our way to facilitate for people. So those are the things for me.